Welcome, my dear friends. Welcome to your favorite channel, Bodhi Tree. Friends, today we are going to solve section B of Raj assignment, and our subject is English, and we are going to solve paper number 1. So now let's start section B. And first question is a comprehension. You have to read the lines of poetry and then answer the questions. He stalks in his vivid stripes the few steps of his cage. So ये जो है इसमें टाइगर को मेंशन किया गया है, ये जो लाइन्स है टाइगर्स को इसमें मेंशन किया गया है कि वो खड़ा होता है और केज से कुछ स्टेप बाहर आता है. ऑन पैड्स ऑफ वेलवेट क्वाइट इन हिज क्वाइट रेज ही शुड बी लर्किंग इन शेडो स्लाइडिंग थ्रू लॉन्ग ग्रास नियर द वाटर होल वेयर प्लम डियर स्प्लाश. मिंटू से यहाँ पे नॉस्टैल्जिक हो जाता है और वो अपने जो जंगल के दिन है उसको याद करता है. मिंटू से द टाइगर इज केज्ड एंड नाउ ही रिमेंबर्स हिज पास्ट. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज वेयर डज ही वॉक अ फ्यू स्टेप्स. तो ही वॉक्स फ्यू स्टेप ऑफ हिज केज. Mean to say the tiger comes out of the place. Why is he angry quietly? रेज मतलब एंगर होता है, जिसमें जो वर्ड आया था रेज मीन्स एंगर. हाँ, ही इज एंग्री क्वाइटली बिकॉज ही इज हेल्पलेस इन द केज. नाउ द टाइगर इज इन द केज बट ही नो दैट ही इज हेल्पलेस, ही कैन नॉट डू एनीथिंग. what does he expect to get near the water? तो ही एक्सपेक्ट्स टू गेट अ प्लम्प डियर नियर द वाटर. वो एक्सपेक्ट करता है कि जब वो वाटर के पास जाएगा तो उसको कोई ना कोई डियर उसको मिल जाएगा. सिलेक्ट द करेक्ट फिगर ऑफ स्पीच फ्रॉम द ऑप्शंस गिवन बिलो. बाय दोज ग्रेट हनी कलर रैम्पर्ट्स एट योर ईयर. तो देखिए ये है फिगर ऑफ स्पीच मेटाफर. मेटाफर में अब जब आप किसी को और चीज से कंपेयर करते हो, बराबर, तो यहाँ पे मतलब और चीज जैसा दिखाते हैं विच आर नॉट रिलेटेबल. तो यहाँ पे हनी कलर्ड रैम्पर्ट्स बताया गया है, देयरफॉर इट इज अ मेटाफर. आई एम एन ऑर्फर रोमिंग द स्ट्रीट. तो इन दिस लाइन द पोएट कंपेयर्स हिमसेल्फ विथ एन ऑर्फन. तो दिस इज ऑल्सो अ मेटाफर. ओके. Answer any 3 of the following questions in 5 to 6 sentences each. Do you know what a bear hug is? It is a friendly and strong hug such as bears are thought to give as they attack you. Again, hyenas are thought to laugh and crocodiles to weep as they swallow their victims. Are there similar expressions and popular ideas about wild animals in your own language? तो ये जो है ये बड़े awkward टाइप का जो हमको कंपेरिजन है. जैसे बेयर हग, तो जब भी आप किसी भालू को मिलोगे तो आपको ये गले लगा लेता है और आपकी जो पसलियां होती है उसको तोड़ देता है. दैट इज बेयर हग. पर एंड फिर है द टीयर्स ऑफ क्रोकोडाइल. तो जो ऐसा बोलता है कि मगरमच्छ के आंसू. वी नो दैट कि वो रोता नहीं है, लेकिन उसकी जो बॉडी ऐसी होती है कि जब व्हेन ही स्वेलोज द फूड टीयर कम्स आउट ऑफ हिज ग्लैंड. उसकी जो आंसू ग्लैंड होती है उसमें से आंसू बाहर आने लगते हैं, बराबर. और हाइनास लाफ, हाइना लकड़बग्गा, और वो ऐसा साउंड निकालता है जैसे कि हंस रहा हो. तो दीज आर सम ऑफ द awkward टाइप ऑफ कंपेरिजन्स. तो वी हैव टू राइट ऑन दिस. The poem How to Tell Wild Animals is written by Caroline Vance. She has very humorously suggested some dangerous way to identify with wild animals. उसने बताया कि किस तरह से वाइल्ड एनिमल्स को पहचानेंगे. Wherever a bear hugs tightly, it is called the bear hug. Of course, it is very dangerous to the human life. Bear hug, तो वो आपको किसी फ्रेंड की तरह तो हग नहीं करेगा. He will hug you to just kill to you. So bear hug is very dangerous. Same way, the hyenas are never found laughing. Okay, hyenas never laugh; they are very dangerous. And even the crocodiles do not shed tears except when it eats its prey. Prey मतलब शिकार. जो क्रोकोडाइल वो भी रोता नहीं है, उसके कोई आंसू निकलते नहीं है. जब वो खाली इसको प्रे को हंट करता है, when it kills it and eats it, then we can see the tears in his eyes. All these images are done by the poet for humor. So बिट्टू से उसने जो एनिमल्स की जो स्पेशलिटी है उसको बड़ा ही ह्यूमरसली उसने एक्सप्रेस किया है. So far as poetic creation is concerned, it is digestible. So this is one type of humor, but it is digestible in a poetic sense. Write the central theme of the poem Fog. Fog के बाद जो poem है उसका central theme क्या है? So the central theme of the it was written by Carl Sandburg. Describes about the fog which comes on little cat feet and moves on silent over harbor and city. Little cat feet मतलब very slowly without making any noise. कोहरा आता है पूरे शहर पे, पूरे हार्बर पर छा जाता है. ये उसने इस पोएम में मेंशन किया है. तो the poet has described the movements of the fog in his poem. The fog covers the whole city and the harbor silently like a cat. एक केट की तरह धीमे लंबे कदमों से आता है, उसको सबको कवर कर लेता है. It does quietly whatever it please and follows no customs. और उसके लिए कोई रूल्स बाउंडेशन नहीं होते हैं. It moves to very calmly after sitting on its horns for a while. थोड़ी देर वो रुकता है, फिर वो आगे बढ़ता है. The cat too does not stay anywhere for a long period. Mean to say, the poet has compared the fog with a cat. Cat also does not like to sit at any place for a long time. Thus the poet has compared the fog with the cat aptly. What does the poet say? The boy is learning from the loss of the ball. The ball poem is penned by John Berryman. And in this poem, the poet has conveyed when the boy loses his ball, he is very sad. He tries his best to find out the ball, but when he does not succeed, then he realizes whatever you have to lose it one or the other things. The material things are not forever. And he learns a very important lesson of loss. He learns the lesson to bear the loss. Barabar? The poet has conveyed us about a little boy who has experienced the feeling of loss and has learned to be strong no matter how much hurt the losses cause. So the boy learns a very important lesson that the material things are lost one or the other day. But we have to bear that because it is a ritual of life, it is a part of life, and we have to accept it. The poet said the boy is learning how to bear the grief of the loss. जो लड़का है सीख रहा है कि दुख को कैसे सहन करना है. He becomes ready mentally to accept the truth that the material things are not permanent and one or the other day he has to lose them. उसको एहसास होता है कि जो material things है that are not forever. One or the other day you have to lose them. No sorrow or sadness can be helpful in gaining those things back. और आप कितने भी दुखी हो, जो चला गया है चला गया है. You cannot get it back. And hence it is worthless to cry over the spilt milk. यानी दूध के फट जाने पर रोने से कोई फायदा नहीं है. यानी आपका नुकसान हो जाए तो हो गया. If you may become sad, then it is totally meaningless. So better you become calm and composed. You may read the poem on killing a tree by Jeev Patel. Compare and contrast it with the poem The Trees by you have studied in his standard. ये ऑन किलिंग ए ट्री ये जीव पटेल की पोएम है जो आपने पहले पढ़ी है, और ये दूसरी पोएम है जो आपके लेसन में अभी आई है 10th में. तो देखो इसमें दोनों में ट्रीज कॉमन है. तो ट्रीज के बारे में इसमें बताया गया कि कटिंग ए ट्री इज लाइक किलिंग ए ट्री. द पोएम्स द ट्रीज बाय एंड्रीन रिच एंड Killing a Tree by Jeev Patel are very nice poems about the trees. They have a common point, tree. The contrast which is noticed in the poems is that the trees talks about how the trees want to be free from the captivity of her house, while on killing a tree, the poet talks about the killing of the trees. So in the both of the poem, the poets have shared the idea that if we cut the tree, it is like killing a tree. What does the girl yearn for? What does the poem Amanda tell you about her? So Amanda, it is a very beautiful poem. It is written by Robin Klein. It depicts the state of a little girl's mind who is constantly instructed about do's and don'ts by her mother and the elders. So the central theme of this poetry is that the girl is instructed by her mother and relatives and parents that what she should do and what she should not do. But that girl's desires for freedom, and she does not want to be advised and instructed at each and every point. Every living being need freedom, and especially the teenage. सबको freedom चाहिए, teenage को तो विशेष रूप से. Amanda, a teenage girl, yearned for freedom, but she was always nagged and instructed what to do and what not to do. Nag means to say no, लेकिन उसको बताया जाता कि क्या उसको करना है और क्या उसको नहीं करना है. She wanted that she should be handled with care and love and should not be scolded and insulted mentally. And the girl feels that she should be cared and loved by her parents and relatives, and she should not be instructed and advised at each and every point. And the girl is so frustrated that she feels that it would be better if she becomes an orphan. We to say she does not like that her parents nag her at each and every point, especially her mother. While her mother assumes that she is not sincere and careful and does not perform her work well. So as I have told you that she is nagged always by her mother. Her mother is always instructing and at each and every point. And her mother feels that she is not doing her work and the duties very well. Next question is, read the passage and answer the questions. Now walking in the bright July sunshine, he felt sure that this year's robbery was going to be as successful as all the others. तो इस बार उसने फील किया था कि इस बार की जो रॉबरी वो सक्सेसफुल होगी. For 2 weeks he had been studying the house at Shotover Grange, looking at its rooms, its electric wiring, its path, its garden. वो तो 2 वीक से वो रेकी कर रहा था. ये जो हाउस जो था उसकी रेकी कर रहा था, उसके रूम्स की, उसकी वायरिंग्स की, उसकी पाथ की, उसके रस्तों की, उसके गार्डन्स की. This afternoon the 2 servants who remained in the Grange while the family was in London had gone to the movies. अब फैमिली लंदन में गई थी, 2 सर्वेंट्स थे, वो मूवी देखने चले गए थे. Horace saw them go and he felt happy in spite of a little tickle of hay fever in his nose. He came out from behind the garden wall, his tools carefully packed in a bag on his back. तो जब वो सर्वेंट्स चले गए तो दीवार कूद करके आया और उसके बैग में उसके टूल्स थे चोरी करने के लिए. What did Horace feel sure about his next robbery? Horace को अपनी जो next robbery थी उसके बारे में क्या फील हुआ? So now tell me, this is a sentence of simple past tense. So you have to write the answer also in simple past tense. Did I means simple past tense. तो अब जब हम उसको दिखेंगे तो इसमें second form of the verb का यूज होगा. तो Horace felt sure that that year's robbery was going to be as successful as all the others. Where did the family live of Shotover Grange? So the family of Shotover Grange lived in London. Which problem did Horace suffer from? Horace को क्या प्रॉब्लम थी? Horace was suffering from a hay fever in his nose. Means उसको कोल्ड जैसा हुआ था, सर्दी जैसा हुआ था. Next, read the passage and answer the questions. Ramlal had 7 children, 3 sons and 4 daughters, and youngest of them was Bholi. तो 7 चिल्ड्रन से इसमें 3 बेटे थे, 4 daughters थी, और उसमें सबसे छोटी थी भोली. It was a prosperous farmer's household and there was plenty to eat and drink. So as we know, his father was a sarpanch. His father used to collect the tax from the village. So you mean to say he belonged to see that girl Bholi belonged to a very rich family, and they had plenty to eat and drink. All the children except Bholi were healthy and strong. The sons had been sent to the city to study in schools and later in colleges. जो लड़के थे उनको स्कूल कॉलेज में भेजा गया था. Of the daughters, Radha and eldest, all had already been married. राधा और जो उससे भी सबसे बड़ी थी उनकी शादी हो गई थी. The second daughter, Mangla's marriage had also been settled, and when that was done, Ramlal would think of the third, Champa. तो मंगला की शादी के बाद चंपा की शादी होने वाली थी. They were good looking, healthy girls, and it was not difficult to find bridegrooms for them. Now these girls were healthy and good looking, तो उनके लिए तो दूल्हा मिलने ही वाला था. But Ramlal was worried about Bholi. She had neither good looks nor intelligence. Now Bholi उसका नाम है, तो उससे हमको ये आइडिया आता है भोली इन द सेंस उसके कॉमन सेंस भी उस लड़की में नहीं था. So that his parents were worried about that girl Bholi. How many children did Ramlal have? So Ramlal have 7 children, 3 sons and 4 daughters. For whom did Ramlal worry about and why? So Ramlal was worried about Bholi because she had neither good looks nor intelligence. क्योंकि उसमें looks भी उसके good नहीं थी और she was not intelligent. तो फ्रेंड्स यहाँ हमारा सेक्शन भी पूरा होता है. आई एम श्योर यू लाइक दिस वीडियो वेरी मच. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग. हैव अ वेरी नाइस डे.